Jimmy Urciola used to feel really good about recycling. He recycled a lot. I mean, so much that he barely even used his garbage can.
I thought I was like the king. I'm over here like, yeah, I take out my trash like once every 3 months.
But last year, he had an experience that made him question everything.
I was invited to do a training. It's called Don't Waste It. And it's an EPA-funded program that is specific to the Southeast region about recycling. The most pivotal piece that I learned was that the plastics 3 through 7 are not, in fact, really getting recycled, at least in mass here in the United States.
If you look closely at most household plastic products, you will see a recycle symbol with a number on it, 1 through 7, depending on what type of plastic it is.
Number 1 and number 2 are the most common types of plastic and the easiest to recycle. But a lot of household products are numbered 3 through 7, such as yogurt containers, takeout containers, plastic cutlery, coffee cup lids, and solo cups.
The veil really thinned for me there. I was so blown away. And so my mission was to get the answers from Chattanooga.
We wanted to get the answers too. The city of Chattanooga accepts plastic containers marked 1 through 7.
But here's the problem. The private company that processes our recyclables, WestRock,
only recovers plastics number 1 and number 2 because demand is generally stronger for those plastics.
But to take that a step further, plastics 1 and 2 that are only in like a bottle or a jug or jar form. So for instance, your salad containers and strawberry containers, clamshell style materials are not in fact recyclable.
WestRock sells number 1 plastics to Mohawk Industries, where they are turned into carpet and fiber backing. Number 2 plastics are sent to places like KW Plastics, eventually becoming things like razor blade handles, deodorant sticks, and other plastic products. But numbers 3 through 7 most likely end up in a landfill. America used to send many of its plastics to China, but they stopped accepting them a couple years ago. And ever since then, there hasn't been much of a market for them. But that could change. It all depends on the demands of manufacturers that want to repurpose plastic.
But today in America, an estimated 4% of plastics are recycled.
There is one company trying to change what we do with plastic waste. Bifusion is a startup based in Los Angeles. They turn plastic waste into construction material.
What the vision for the company is, it's really to enable every community the ability to take control of this plastic waste problem and convert it into a resource that can be consumed and put to work to solve some of these local problems.
Bifusion's machinery uses steam to fuse together non-recyclable plastic waste. Think salad containers, plastic bags, and other plastics that manufacturers don't want. These items are turned into construction building blocks that can be used to build multi-purpose spaces such as an office or a gazebo.
Plastics are great in some ways, right? Like they keep our food preserved well. And that, like what would we do at this current time without plastics? I do encourage people to recycle. Definitely your glass, your paper products, your aluminum, your steel, they have a pretty good chance of actually getting recycled. Plastics are a little trickier, and so I would say for those looking to reduce waste, the first step would be to reduce plastic waste.